Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you? Welcome to this deep dive into the holiday giving world with angel trees, giving trees, toy drives, and all the heartwarming intentions mixed with the messy realities. I'm your host, CCN, and you're on Momming It Up. This evening, we're unpacking it all. That's right, guys. We're unpacking it all: the good, the bad, the frustrating, and the outright questionable. Yeah, there's a lot to go over. We're going to talk about all sides: donors feeling burned, families in need, pushing back, kids caught in the middle, and the even bigger picture of how some folks turn vulnerability, I can never say that right, vulnerability, into profit. It seems to be happening quite often in a lot of things that we discuss here over on Momming It Up. And I'm not trying to point fingers or, do a tit for tat or make anybody feel less than or belittle or anything like that. But come on, it's about understanding the full story so we can do a little bit better. If you've ever picked a tag or signed up for help, you're going to want to stick around. This might just change how you see this season when it comes to giving and receiving. So, we're going to start off with some of the basics. We're going to talk about a little bit about what are the programs and how they actually work. In the meantime, I want to welcome you on in again. If you've never been here before, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Mom's little kitchen table on the internet. And I'd love to have you tune in again if you want to hit the subscribe, if you want to share with some of your friends. If you're busy during the day and you want some background music, I could be music to your ears. No, I'm just kidding. But we're here to hang out with you and for you to hang out with us if you so choose. So subscribe, like, share. And a little housekeeping is we also have memberships if you want to support my channel and help me to continue to grow. This hat is making me super itchy. If you want to support the channel, if you want to see me on more, then I would love to have you join the Momfia. And we have memberships, we have super chats and super stickers now. We also have Cash App and Venmo for anybody that would like to share that way without their 30% being donated to the YouTubes. You're more than welcome. We thank you again. And if you want to email me, you could always reach out at 411ccn@gmail.com. So let's get on into some of this with the Angel Tree program. I'm going to play some of the videos that you guys have shared. And then in about 20 minutes, we'll go into your questions. So if you drop your questions in the chat, or if you want to email them on over, we're going to go through the top 10 questions and I'll answer them for you at the end of the show. So okay, there's a little bit of a difference between an angel tree and a giving tree. I know you've seen them all over. You usually see them at the supermarket, sometimes when you go to get an oil change, sometimes your churches have them, sometimes even the schools have them, firehouses, libraries, things like that. But an angel tree and a giving tree is different. And also, angel trees that you see at many establishments and places, you can pick the family that you want to pick. Whereas a lot of other giving tree programs, you're not able to pick. You get who you get. So we're going to get into why that kind of does matter as we move forward. So first up, the Angel Tree program is actually run by the Salvation Army. It's in the United States. It's designed for lower income families with kids from infants to age 16. Some places actually cut it off at age 12, which I am against. Because we want kids to stay kids as long as possible. And also, I really am a believer that the pandemic had effects that are bigger than people realize. And I think that the kids did lose a lot of their childhood. And I think they're owed a couple extra Halloweens, some extra Christmases, to be a kid. Life stinks. And I think that everybody deserves a present, especially if you're still in high school or middle school. Everybody should have a present, whether or not they believe in Santa's workshop or not. That's just my personal belief. So that does depend on the local chapter. And families do have to register, right? So this is where it gets kind of tricky. Oh, my internet. That's all right. We're going to keep going through and then I'll mess with the camera in a moment. So, families actually do have to register for this, usually in October or November, with proof of things of like birth certificates for their children, residency documents, utility bills, leases, mortgages, income verification. So they have to like actually prove that they truly need the assistance for the holidays. And then once they're approved, each child gets a tag and they get to fill it out. And it goes on trees in malls, churches, stores, retail, grocery chains. And the tag will list the child's age, gender, clothing sizes, and a few wish items. So, like a lot of times, you'll see a coat, sneakers, boots, and a toy. Okay. And then donors pick a tag and they buy the stuff new and unwrapped. And then they have to drop it back off by a certain deadline, like mid December. Most places around Clarksville, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. I've been hearing that everything is due on the 16th, which is today. And then I heard a lot of other places was December 17th. And then there are some places that I heard that everything was actually due in the beginning of December, which is quite interesting. And we're going to get into that in a little bit because you'll notice a lot of people showing all their Christmas tree gifts already. And I just want to ask, if you're showing the gifts, then do you need them for Christmas? Because if you're opening them and unwrapping them and not putting them under your tree and you're actually using them, then that kind of defeats the purpose if it's from Santa on Christmas morning, right? So I digress. That is one of my Karen moments, okay? So that's what's supposed to be on it. And then you will pick a tag, right? You're going to be a donor. You're going to go in, you're going to look at the tree, you're going to pick a tag off the tree, and you're going to buy stuff new and unwrapped. And you're going to bring it back by the deadline. And for, just conversation and argument's sake, we're going to say middle of December. So the Salvation Army will then take the gifts and distribute them to the family on the tag, right? So it's all about targeted giving. So, like, you know exactly who you're getting. You're picking the family. You know exactly who you're deciding to take off that tree. And you should know whether or not you can fulfill the wishes on the tag, right? But online, we have all these folks, y'all, speculating that verification is not foolproof because X posts and like everything are arguing about the families that are 60K income and they're slipping on in there with fake documents, and it's not fair because people that are desperate are leaving them out. And I just want to say to everybody, like, whether or not they're making 60,000, like 60,000 right now for a family of four is nothing. Like, do you understand what the cost of living is? The cost of living is absurd. Like, people are paying $2,000 minimum for a one bedroom apartment in a lot of America, $2,500 for a house. Then you have groceries that are running $500 per person. You have diapers that are $40 for a case. Like, I know because I'm momming it up. So I have a older son who is in the Army and serving and protecting our country. I have a teenager. I have a little girl, and then I have a toddler. So I know how much stuff has gone through the roof. And I personally, like, I have a chip on my shoulder for the working families that we have nowhere to go. So I think it's really unfair to the working families when we start to have emergency after emergency that we're like either going to cash in our entire 401k and then have nothing at all and hopefully can get here by Christmas, or you call the church and you say, hey, is there any way you might be able to help me this year? I have helped sponsor family year after year after year after year. And they're like, no, we're so sorry, we can't help you. So that's the chip on the shoulder that I have, is that I have met so many families that are going through it because they're having emergencies. They're having their car go. They're having a tranny slip. They're having, something happen to their dog, or they have co-pays because you sprained an ankle or you got really sick, right? And then you realize my computer just crashed and I can't work without it. I got to get another computer. Like, there's so many things that are going on, and I just don't understand the income verification. I don't understand like where working families are supposed to go. I understand charity more than anyone, no pun intended to my name, because I am Charity, aka CCN. But also, like there's a need for the working families to have resources, and we don't have it. And I have realized that there's nowhere for us to go in times of crisis. There's nowhere for us to go. And that's scary to me. But then if you make under a certain amount, you can go to the giving tree at your local church. You can sign up at your school. You can sign up at DSS. You can go to Angel Tree. You can send letters to Santa and go through the United States Postal Service. There's so many organizations that help if your income is below the threshold. So you do end up seeing sometimes where people are getting $1,000 worth of Christmas gifts for one child, and they really don't need it, while you have entire families that don't even spend $1,000 on a family of six, for example, or a family of eight. And I just think it's really sad. I just think it's really sad. And we have so many children that are in foster care, and they need these gifts. This is all they have, right? Like, this is what they get for the year. And then we have the giving trees. So I'm going to get into the giving trees because they are very different than the angel trees, all right? So they're more of like a catch-all term, right? They're not tied to like one organization. They're not affiliated with the Salvation Army. They pop up in the offices and schools, community centers, various places like that. And it could be toys, clothes, food, gift cards for seniors. A lot of times the seniors will do giving trees. I don't see a lot for military families either, being that I'm around a lot of military active duty, and that really makes me sad. But you can call people on base, and they will help in some certain circumstances. But yeah, so it's not a standard requirement in the same way that the Salvation Army is. So like the church can be a little discretionary. And some churches, what they do is they have you come in before a certain time, one day a month, and then they just give presents, like first come, first serve. But then you also have to, a lot of them I've noticed when I see them posted are saying they want proof of income. And that's supposed to weed out people that aren't truly of need, right? That's what that is supposed to do. And the angel like, I'm trying to think. So you might pick tags for specific people, like a boy age 8 wants Legos, but others could be like anonymous pools where donating can go to like a general pot, which is not like the angel trees, right? Because you might not adopt a whole family. It's often one-off items. So like toy drives, that's even broader. So think about like Toys for Tots, local food bank collections. They ask for new unwrapped toys focusing on age groups like 0 to 3, 4 to 7. They emphasize sturdy, safe items without small parts, no tags here. You drop it off at bins, and then the organizations sort them and distribute them. And requirements, just new stuff, right? That's kind of like the only requirement. No used toys. But Reddit threads are like buzzing with the gripe saying that these drives get flooded with cheap junk, just junk, while others are speculating that the organizers skim the best of the best and keep it for their own networks and stuff. So there's all these, you know how it goes, right? And there's always going to be a Scrooge or a sneaky person sometimes that will do things like that. They will take stuff and it just happens. But overall, I don't really think that is what goes on. I think that most people, you are looking out for the best interest of those that you are helping. The reason that we're there for the kids, to make their dream a little, not to make their dreams come true, but for some children, it is a dream to have presents under the tree. For some children, having a nice warm coat really is out of reach. Sometimes they don't have warm coats and the hand-me-downs don't fit. And, so you really never know. So flipping the coin, recipients that are complaining about all this stuff, it's shocking because we have all this rage content, which is what we're going to go over in a moment. I want you to see some of these influencers because they're full of it, okay? Some of these people, they're just doing it because they want your reaction. And I am shocked how many people believe it. They do, they believe it. It's like, wow. Wow, 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 wow. You think this person's really complaining that they didn't get the specific iPad? But yeah, people do. People do. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so here's where it gets messy. And, trust me, online, the chatter is wild with stories from all angles. And we're going to go look at one right now. I'm going to pull something up over here because you got to see it to believe it. It's shocking. Totally shocking, guys. Totally shocking. Let's see. Where is it? Hold on one moment. Okay, we got the wrong thing. There we go. So this is one of the kind of interesting ones that I found because I want to know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is truthful or do you think this is deceptive? I kind of think that people need to see the camera footage. I don't believe it. I don't think she just found it in the trash. I think she did it. And I know it's terrible, but people do stuff like this. They fake stuff all the time for attention. They want attention. That's why they're here. It's like, oh my gosh. So listen to this really quickly.
And you need help, why would you take the ticket? And look, if I wouldn't have found it, it would have been gone.
How
Somebody's Christmas.
convenient it's in the bathroom where there are no cameras, so nobody's gonna be able to check and see that you put it in there yourself if you put it in there yourself. And it's clean. Look at this. There's nothing on it. It's just perfectly there for her to grab, guys.
Somebody took this and then threw it in the trash can like they were nothing for a 10-year-old boy who only had one thing on their wish list. And why'd you take the ticket if you were going to throw it away? Thinking how wild it is that somebody would take an angel tree sticker and then throw it away in the trash can like it meant nothing. I came here to get my son's Christmas pictures done, and I left in tears, bawling, because I keep thinking, what if I missed one? What if there was more in there? Like, what if I wouldn't have found it, and this kid woke up on Christmas morning with no gifts because this.
Okay, and like that's why I feel like it's overly like it's not legit because we do know that it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. If he only had one gift, then the odds are it would be fulfilled because they do have a way. That's why they have limits to how many that they allow to apply and how many can go on the tree and why people get declined. And if this is really eating you up like this, you're going to march your little tushy back in there with some gloves on and you're going to go through that garbage and you're going to see if you can find the other angel tree tag because accidents do happen. Children may accidentally grab a tag, right? A little toddler. It could fall on the floor by accident, get stuck. Somebody could have dropped it out of their bag. Like it could be an accident. Like I feel like she's going way over the top. Just my opinion.
Was the only thing they were getting for Christmas. How many other kids has this happened to? My mom said, I called her freaking crying and freaking out, and she said she thinks that they have double copies of the tickets, which I really hope is true. But I'm going to go all out for this kid. Like, I'm going to go all out for this kid and make sure he's got one thing on his list. I'm going to make sure he gets everything he could possibly need for a kid that's that age. He's 10 years old. So, yeah. To whoever threw this in the trash can.
But what I am going to say, though, because I was very critical sounding, right? I was being a little critical and a little judgy, is that as you watch, you'll see why she was the one that I picked first because at least I feel that she sincerely went all out for this child. I believe that she literally really went out and got a lot of things for this kid, and she is giving him a good Christmas. Where a lot of these other influencers, they get the clicks, the views, the attention, the little monetization, and I don't think they do. I literally have seen people return stuff, y'all, and I get so triggered. Like the reason this is hard for me and my family, like for real. Okay, so we're gonna break it down like I would if I'm talking to one of my teens, right? My niece, my nephew, one of the kids. For real, for real. All right, we're gonna break it on down. We're going for real, for real. All right, we're gonna talk. We're gonna have some real talk right now. We have done a lot, and we don't monetize it. We don't sit there and we don't want credit for it. I went through a hardship a lot in the last, like, a lot. We've had so many roller coasters in life. And if there's one thing that I have learned, money comes and money goes, but memories, they never. And I don't want to have hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. Some people may act like they're doing so well financially and they may have their nose stuck down, but they're really not. They don't outright own their homes. They don't outright have investments. They have thousands of dollars in credit. And bankruptcy doesn't always work as well as people may think it does. But what bothers me, and I don't have bankruptcy on my records, neither does my spouse, I have seen people that don't, like, they're not, oh, how do I get this into focus? Let me, like, articulate the words that are in my mind to come out sounding nicer than they're about to. When you're giving, you don't want clout, right? You don't. Very few things have we ever shared, even on our personal page, to our loved ones. Very few. Very few. And we fill trucks during natural disasters where we've crowdsourced with good friends and family and local businesses. I mean, I've been a member of my fire department, my ladies auxiliary, they can't speak, the member, ah, medical reserve corps. You don't do these things because you want the attention. If you're coming to TikTok and you're going to show every toy that you're buying, every good deed that you do for people in this life, and if it's only around Christmas time, I'm going to side eye. I am going to side eye. I don't like that because I think it's bullshit. I don't think you're doing it for the right reasons at all. But I do think that sometimes when we are going through things, people really should give back, because there is a lot of people that are very quick to take when they're going through something. And then the moment somebody says that they might be able or be receptive to a little bit of a helping hand, doesn't even need to be monetary. It could just be they want a helping hand to come help, water their plants while they're in the hospital, or walk their dog, or mow their lawn, or whatever it is, right? You give and you receive. And it's like, that doesn't always equal out, I've noticed either. But I'm just so tired of these people that are pretending to be doing so much, like, amazing stuff for other people. And then if you're doing it for the kindness of your heart, because you feel moved and led to do the right thing, because that could be you at any point in time. You could have a natural disaster, you could have an emergency, you could have a death, an illness, an accident, all kinds of things happen. Why are you out here trying to get the attention? That is where I just feel like it's not genuine. I'm just saying that happens a lot. I just wanted to go there. I'm not my normal self right now because I've been so sick, and I'm trying to get back and recover and go through all of this stuff. So maybe I'm a little more of a resting bitch face in a certain way. Sorry to everybody. Because I do. I try really hard to be considerate. But sometimes, y'all, it's hard, right? Sometimes it's hard. But this is why, even if this lady threw it in the garbage herself, which hopefully she didn't, I believe she really did the right thing. I do believe she took the attention that she's getting, and she did use it for a good deed.
You are sick and you need help. Why would you take the ticket? And look, if I wouldn't have found it, it would have been gone. Somebody's Christmas. Somebody took this and then...
Now, what I wanted to say, if you watch where she said she found it, she may not be making it up. Somebody might have accidentally, left it there, is what I'm wondering, right? Or maybe somebody didn't read English properly and they didn't understand.
Whoever threw this in the
trash. They were in the bathroom and they were cleaning up and somebody put it down to wash their hands or something. I don't know.
You are sick and you need help. Why would you take the ticket? And look, if I wouldn't have found it, it would have been gone. Somebody's Christmas. Somebody took this.
So what was the follow-up? I'm trying to see. Is there follow-up? Or oh my gosh, is this her? I'm trying to understand, like, is there just a million sales now on here? Like, that's why it feels shady. Look, it is. It is. Oh, Lord. Sading. So, oh, I got one of these sent to me for ads too. Lots of people will send you things sometimes
The
from
ultimate
Meta.
sensory gift. As an adult, I had way too much fun playing with this. I've never seen anything quite like this before, and I just could not get enough myself. I can't wait to give it to him. This was only $8 with free shipping. Shipping did take about a week, so keep that in mind, but this is the perfect gift and the perfect time to get it. Any sensory loving child is going to adore this. It is just endless hours of fun. I'm about to give it to my son right now. I'm not going to put him on the video, but yeah, as an adult, I liked it. It's only $8 free shipping.
I do have to say that it's a pretty neat thing. We have them that we put on the table. We don't do it on the ground, but you could do either way, obviously. But did she not do a follow up?
All right, let's go angel tree shopping for the kid whose ticket was found in the trash can. And everybody was so nice on my last video. I really appreciate that. We had the 1%ers of rude people who told me to leave it in the trash or asked if I dig through the trash for a hobby. No, I don't dig through the trash for a hobby. It was in
Well,
the
I
tissue
would
bin
if I
where you put paper towels
like
at. It was on the side.
like if there was like if I did honestly think that people threw kids things in there, you're darn right I'm going in the trash. I'm going in that trash and I'm taking those things and I'm going to find a way because that to me would be God put this in your path. You need to fulfill that. You need to take those and you need to fulfill it. Like that's how I believe. And I got like now I'm starting to feel, you see, guys, this is why like I have a hard time doing means like I have a hard time being a jerk to people and being like judgy, even when it feels like we should be judgy. Because now, as I'm watching her, I'm like, oh, what if maybe we're misunderstanding when we're first watching it. Like our reaction is misunderstood because I am misunderstood a lot on here. I'm sure you all that know me, you know, like when I'm trying to communicate in text, it sucks. I get misunderstood. People take things like the wrong way because I try to see any possible perspective. And then if you want my opinion, it's subject to change based on new information all the time. And that gets me in trouble for some reason because I don't know. I'm not in any cool club, I guess. I'm not invited, even though it's shouldn't even be a club when we're talking about missing children and we're trying to raise awareness and get answers about missing children. But that's so now I feel bad because she might genuinely not be lying. What if she really found this on the counter? Like, you know what, miss? I apologize. It did seem really fake though, because you had like a resting bitch face, and I get it. I get resting bitch face. I get resting bitch face a lot. I have resting bitch voice sometimes. I have I have the crazy resting bitch eyes sometimes. Like so, don't not be mean. I'm being honest. So, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, all right. We're gonna keep watching. Oh, see, I feel bad. This sucks. Sucks. This sucks. Now I feel bad for being rude. Because I'm like, oh, you did not. You just want the attention. But she might really have
I put
found
my
it.
paper towel in there, I pressed down, and this slid down, and you can see it said Christmas wish list, and that's how I knew that it was something. And I was being nosy. That's all it is. I was being nosy. So let's go in here and do some shopping. I had already went out this morning and got him a 2-piece Nike puffer coat and also 2 pairs of Under Armour trash for a hobby. All right, let's go angel tree shopping for the kid whose ticket was found in the trash can. And everybody was so nice on my last video. I really appreciate that. We had the 1%ers of rude people who told me to leave it in the trash or asked if I dig through the trash for a hobby. No, I don't dig through the trash for a hobby. It was in the tissue bin where you put paper towels at. It was on the side, folded up. I put my paper towel in there, I pressed down, and this slid down, and you can see it said Christmas wish list, and that's how I knew that it was something. And I was being nosy. That's all it is. I was being nosy. So let's go in here and do some shopping. I had already went out this morning and got him a 2-piece Nike puffer coat and also 2 pairs of Under Armour gym shoes because I knew Walmart would not have that stuff. I'm also very conscious about talking in front of people, so bear with me, guys. So the only thing he wanted was superheroes. So is this age appropriate superheroes? I think they got more superhero stuff. This is super cute. Do you think it's appropriate for a 10-year-old? I'm gonna get it. They also have this one I'm gonna get as well. Are these superheroes?
Yes.
Or are these just like, I think these are superheroes. Definitely getting this one. That is super cool. Getting these. I know Captain America is a superhero, so grabbing this. I seriously think I've loaded up on toys. 4 pairs of jeans. Lots of clothes. 4 pairs of jeans. 4 different types of jeans. Everybody needs jeans. Some people came near me and I was afraid to talk, so I did get him a hoodie, gloves, 2 pairs of slippers. I got him some PJs, some underwear, and some socks. These are the PJs, so cute. Secured, and I'm heading home. All right, let's go angel tree shopping for the kid whose ticket was found in the trash can. And everybody was so nice on my last video. I really appreciate that. We had the 1%ers of rude people who told me to leave it in the trash or asked if I dig through the trash for a hobby. No, I don't dig through the trash for a hobby. It was in the tissue bin where you put paper towels at. It was on the side, folded up. I put my paper towel in there. I pressed down.
How much did she spend? Realistically, like a lot of times you can get those on sale.
Of jeans. Everybody needs jeans. Some people came near me and I was afraid to talk, so I did get him a hoodie, gloves, 2 pairs of slippers. I got him some PJs, some underwear, and some socks. These are the PJs, so cute. Secured, and I'm heading home. All right, let's go angel tree shopping for the kid whose ticket was found in the...
Let's see. Is that it? Is there any other updates?
Let's go angel tree shopping. I picked 2 kiddos, 6 and 8. They want a bike, a crazy car, Bluey toys, and a pillow. So let's see if we can make that happen. I found the Bluey stuff. They got a ton of Bluey stuff. So we're going to get this pack right here. This harmonica because it's super cute. Do you guys think?
My daughter absolutely loves Bluey. She likes the Minnie Mouse puppies, the new puppies from Minnie Mouse. We got her the hotel. There was a great deal on it last month at Costco. And they just keep making more and more and more and more toys. But the Bluey down there is the one I keep trying to get. And I can't. It's like a birthday celebration. It's a little house. It's really cool. And I keep forgetting. Every time that I go online, I forget what it's called. So I'm trying to make a memo note. This is awesome. I'm so happy to see, like, she's walking out of the store. I don't believe she's returning this stuff like a lot of people have done. I think that she genuinely is giving these to kids, and I love that. Excuse me, I do. I really love that. I don't know. I feel like people are ruining this, and they're ruining it by putting it all over social media this way. Like, I feel like if you're crowdsourcing to try to get more children gifts, because there's so many families that really, really need assistance. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is the Christmas that my kids are getting the least they've probably ever had for Christmas. But it's all right because we're not materialistic. They have what they need. I know that grandma will send a couple things. And so they're not going to go without anything under the tree. But I feel like we're going to get into this a little bit, like the actual cost of what people are spending and how messed up it really is, because who can drop $1,000 per child? Like, I can't. Even if we could, that's just not how I was raised. Like, we don't spend money like that. Like, you go all out for Christmas and then you get stuff for birthdays, and then Christmas is a big thing. And that lasts them all year. But you get the most important things that they want on their wish list. And it's right around Christmas time that they decide what they really want, because Santa makes toys and you send your Santa list. So it's not something you can plan for 3, 6, 9, 12 months ahead of time, especially when you have a child with autism. Our daughter never even really played with very much. So her interests, especially with sensory and certain things, change. They go through all kinds of growth spurts, because I'm the queen of the clearance shopping. I get all kinds of the clothing, one whole year ahead, because it goes obviously on clearance. After the winter, you get the winter clothes. Summer, you get the summer clothes. But like toys and stuff, I can't really do that. But like watching these are like irking me, because I'm like, my gosh, like it's so unfair. How many kids are going to school and they feel like Santa doesn't love them the same, but the Santa Claus is giving the spoiled bully, everything they ever dreamed of that should be on the naughty list. But then the kids that are doing amazing, and they're the most amazing children, and they help, they have special needs siblings that they nurture and they help and they care for, or parents that maybe are going through cancer or different things, or grandparents or foster parents. There's just so many things, and they're getting like nothing. Like, what does that make them feel like? If they believe in Santa, I don't know. This stuff is just hard. It's hard.
I think that's too girly. It's the only case to actually put your action figures in. Really well. I like that. Go as well. I also grabbed this big bluey one right here. This keepy uppy game too. Okay, so toy wise for him, he asked for a pillow and bluey toys. So I'm hoping I can find a bluey pillow. I see a lot of pillows, but I don't see any bluey pillows, but I am gonna keep my eye out. So I'm just gonna grab 2 regular pillows. Did find these. I don't think they're pillows, but I think it'll do just fine. They got Barbie pillows, but no bluey. Checking this side to make sure they don't have any bluey pillows. That's the one I already got. I got this bluey towel though. It's like a hooded towel. I'm gonna grab that. Found the crazy carts. So I'm gonna have to come back and get these because there's no way it's gonna fit in my car because it is humongous. And I'm in like a match car right now. So I'm gonna come back and get the bike and this. So I honestly think that I am gonna go with one of these.
I've heard a lot
ones.
about the crazy carts. If any of you are looking for things for children that are on the spectrum, my daughter's been using it at the one therapist office, and it is really, it's something that you might want to consider looking into.
To get this red one right here because I believe the bike is red that I'm getting. Now we're on to the clothes, so I'll come back and get the crazy cart and stuff. I'll show you in this video, but I'll combine it all together. Found these in his size so I can get them. One each for the kids because these are really thick and comfortable. I can both the same outfit because I thought it was really cute. I got one of them a gray Reebok outfit, and the other one is getting a black Reebok outfit. A bluey sweatshirt, so I am gonna grab that. There's no more secured, and this is the reason why I had to come back because that cart is way too small to put everything in. I did secure the bike, the crazy cart, and the stuff I forgot. Let's go angel tree shopping. I picked 2 kiddos, 6 and 8.
That's awesome that she's actually doing this, and I do not think she's returning it. Like, I think she's genuinely donating this to the children that requested.
We're back at Walmart to do more angel trees. I got a 5-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy. The girl needs warm clothes, a coat, socks. She likes the color red, Fiona, Pets Alive, Animals, and Bluey. Okay, so the 12-year-old boy, he needs boots, hygiene, he wants athletic wear, and a gift card for food. So I think I'll have to get the boots and the athletic wear at Kohl's and a sporting goods store. I do not think that they're going to have Nike. I know they're not going to have Nike stuff here, so I will be going to Kohl's for that stuff, but we can get everything else. This is where we're at for hygiene. If I'm forgetting anything, please let me know. I also got the girls some hygiene because I've been forgetting all about hygiene. Look what I spy.
It's so heartbreaking to me, but like hygiene is such an important part if people really are looking like, and a lot of people don't realize, but if you're into like the couponing and stuff, there's so many times that when you're out, you could literally get things for like 70% less, especially like CVS and Walgreens. But hygiene is so important. Like that's one of the biggest things that I'm always able to do is I'm always able every week, thanks to CVS and Walgreens with their crazy couponing for Oral-B and Colgate, is to get lots of toothbrushes and toothpastes. And sometimes we might get even some electric toothbrushes or kids' toothbrushes and electric toothbrushes. Very electric too. But that's something that a lot of people don't realize. And especially for children, you want them to have something fun. Like, remember the little toothbrushes that play music and things? But like when they're going through puberty, that stuff's expensive, y'all. Like my son, he's 14 now, and we already spend a ridiculous amount of money on his wound care supplies, right? But now that that's getting a little better as he's getting older and he's learning how to kind of manage things a little better, he really likes Axe and he likes the limited edition scents. So, for example, Old Spice, they have like a special like gingerbread, and they have one that has like pine on it, like Christmas tree. And I was going to pick them up at Costco, and it was like $20 for a 3-pack. So it was like 2 body washes and a deodorant. And that's not a good deal for all of you that momming it up, all of you momfias, you know the coupon deals. And yeah, so I'm just saying that that stuff comes in handy. And if you see it on sale, please grab some of it. Please, 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 please. Because it's such a forgotten, it's just totally forgotten. Just like the blessing bags. If you go to my TikTok, I'll reshare it. We make these and we leave them in our car. I try to leave like $10 cash in it, and we put all kinds of things from over the counter to hand warmers to Tylenol to Motrin to little bug spray to energy bars and different stuff, and you put it in this little blessing bag. And they come in handy. They sincerely come in handy. And if you don't want to be putting cash in there, you could always put, $10 McDonald's, $10 Dunkin'. It's just like the costs of the normal stuff is so high compared to what it used to be. Like the amount of people we could spend $500 and we could sponsor a family for Christmas and still do everything that we used to do for the homeless. Now we can't. Now we definitely can't. It's scary, guys. The cost of living, in my opinion, is really bad. And yeah, I have a lot of expenses that the average person doesn't have because we have, a lot of out of pocket, for complex medical and things of that nature. We have, pull ups and all of that stuff, and she's almost 7. It's a lot, but it's just, I just wish that I could do more and watching me suck in a way, to be honest with you, because I feel like if I just, sometimes I wonder, like, if, like, I should just give in and do entertainment and do rage content and do drama because at least the drama sells and you make a lot more money and then I could actually use that money for good. Because I'm telling you, when you watch a lot of these people, you just damn well know. All of us that are intuitive, that, maybe have, maybe we're on the spectrum, we're a little higher of intelligence when it comes to recognizing patterns and stuff. You can just totally freaking tell when people full of shit. And something about this just really annoys me. And this woman, like, I'm happy that she's doing the right thing. I'm venting, guys. I'm venting. And don't worry, I'm going to get to all your comments. I thank you so much. I see you. I see you, Rachel. I see you, Noah. I see you, Shark Bite. I thank you for hanging out with me. We're almost done and we'll get to some of your questions. It's just like, oh my gosh, it's so frustrating because so many people, like, they're grabbing kids off the tree, they're going in their garage, they're dusting off an old puzzle, and they're going to the dollar store and getting flip flops when a child said that they need a pair of shoes and they like to do, you know, puzzles, right? It's like they're not really giving at all. And why do it then? Just for the clicks and the views is what I think people are doing it for. It's like you're not following through, so you're committing to something that you have no intentions of doing, and then you're lecturing people. If you listen, a lot of these people start lecturing that, oh, beggars shouldn't be choosers. You should buy your own kids gifts. Yeah, maybe like there's a couple people that are very ungrateful, but the majority of people are foster children. They don't have parents to buy them a gift. That's what makes me so sad, you know. And that's why I think hygiene products and all this stuff, it used to be donated so much more. And now it's really not because it's gotten so expensive, in my opinion. And couponing has become a thing of the past for so many because it's not easy to do anymore. Couponing is really difficult. I don't know. It just breaks my heart. It just really breaks my heart. And it's just like so many of these tags are over $300. And people all over the internet, they're like, well, then you should team up with other people and make it happen. But I'm like, really? Like, how many of us are not even really honestly spending $300 on each one of our own children? We're budgeting and we're coming in lower than that because we have bills. And you don't want to deplete and leave yourself paycheck to completely paycheck. Like, what is the cap, right? What is the cap off? And how do you explain to a child that believes in Santa that the spoiled brat that's been a bully to you, Santa Claus somehow put them on the nice list and they get everything that you ever dreamed of and you're getting nothing? Like, that's the stuff that pulls on my heartstrings, right? Isn't that what gets you to, like, because the little kids believe they're writing a letter to Santa at the North Pole. At the North Pole. They believe he could fulfill it. They think if they put a gaming laptop and a bicycle, that he's going to get it for him. My middle son put the mobility chair on his Christmas list for ages. It's over $2,000. No, I couldn't go out and just buy a mobility chair, y'all. Like not for no reason, because he was younger then. Like he didn't really need the mobility chair. His wheelchair, got him around just fine, right? There was like I couldn't equate $2,000 for the mobility. Now that he's in middle school and you know how bullying can be and self-conscious, and he's grown, he's taller than me, it really gets you. I'm like, well, insurance should really be covering this, but like sometimes these kids are putting things on these lists and it just, oh my gosh, it's because they really believe it's going to happen. So what does that feel like to them when they get on the bus after Christmas break and the kid that bullies everybody, that's mean, that's nasty, that's a spoiled brat, has everything from Santa Claus? Just because you want to be a jerk and not, I don't know. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. I know I'm not alone. I'm preaching in the choir. You had to see the one video I saw where this mom was going on and on about how they bought the child jeans and Skechers because they weren't getting a bike. That if they really needed help for Christmas, they were just getting them the clothing items and they weren't getting them the bike because they weren't spending 100 or 200 on this bike, a mountain bike. Like I don't get that. Some of it, some of it is rage content, but we know not all of it is rage content. Not all of it. So what else did this lady get?
A sale going on, $10 for this little bundle set, so I'm grabbing one of each of these. These are perfect for both of them. Woo! Toys. Kind of busy because they're getting ready for Black Friday, but we're in the toys. So she likes Bluey and Fiona. Now Fiona is like the Fiona the hippo, so I did go get her some Fiona books earlier. So I'm gonna have to look around for a second. I found this little bird that kind of like can't help myself. I'm gonna put one last thing in. That is up. And I haven't found anything red for her
this is
yet.
all the stuff my daughter's into now. Like she likes the Doctor kits. She likes Gabby's dollhouse. Sometimes when she sees Netflix, like she's really into the dollhouses for her people. Like she has all the little Paw Patrols, and she likes the Minnie Mouse with the puppies, Bluey, Peppa. She wants the baby Evie now, because Peppa now has a baby sister Evie. It's funny how the kids are. Even though my daughter's older, I still think the lure that she's asking for certain things. Like she's using limited words, but it's just to me, it's just incredible. Even if she doesn't play the way that a lot of other children play, it's like it's amazing for me.
And these are the choices. So I'm just gonna go with this Hello Kitty one because it's got when I go to Kohl's to get the rest of the stuff. So now for
That's what I
the
usually
gear and then a pair at Kohl's is
we'll get extra stuff to donate. One of the big things that I love about the one church that we're always donating to, and they sponsor a lot of children in this one part of Kentucky, and the church is actually based out of Virginia, is they'll give you a list of other things. So you don't have to adopt a child or a family, but it's like high, priority gifts, like really wanted stuff. Like there's Play-Doh or Bluey or Peppa or Doc McStuffin, or remember back in the day with Blue's Clues, they will have certain, things that they know a lot of kids will want. And that's what I always love to do, is to get through the clearance at Walmart and just look for the things that lots of kids love and then try to donate them. That's what I always love to be able to try to do. And a lot of times you can get some cool stuff at Walmart, not, dusty puzzles and junk, so to speak, where like you didn't really put your heart in, but like actual, like sheet sets, like Sonic the Hedgehog, and quilts and comforters and pillows and body pillows and, Stanleys. I saw a couple Stanleys. Remember how big Stanleys were? Even saw some Stanleys. But now you got to remember, my son had this thing on, oh my God, it's one of the things that he wants is an iPad, right? And it's like, well, my daughter has to have the iPads for communicative speech and things. But now you're like, okay, if you already have a gaming computer, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, you wonder like, I don't really need this. But what I've realized is so many kids, yeah, they need the iPads, they need computers, they need more than just the Chromebooks because they're trying to do their education on the computer. A lot of, especially the foster kids. And if you're worried that people are going to return things or they're going to do something, just take the tags off. Or just let the universe, let the Lord sort it out. Just let the Lord sort it out. You can't control it. That's what I do when I see a homeless person. They're going to take the 10, 20 bucks that I'm able to give them and they're going to go buy booze. So be it. So be it. What am I going to do? You know, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. What's going on? Let me see what's happening out there. They were all.
Well, so let's see if they got a size. So he needs size 8.
Martin was hanging out. Let me see what's going on.
8. And of course, they don't have any 8s. No 8s. Oh, I found a pair of size 8s. They were down on the bottom. Boom. These are nice, right? I would let my son wear these. If I was a guy, I would wear these. I think these look really nice. Just grabbing some socks and stuff, so I'm not going to show you guys that part. I got him a variety of gift cards, and I will get the rest of his stuff tomorrow. We're back at Walmart to do more angel trees. I got a 5-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy. The girl needs warm clothes, a coat, socks. She likes the color red. Fiona, Pet Lives, Animals, and Bluey. Okay, so the 12-year-old boy, he needs boots, hygiene. He wants athletic wear and a gift card for food. So I think I'll have to get the boots and...
Heartbroken that he would like a gift card for food. I don't know. This stuff just makes me sad. But it could be true. Like he might get Uber Eats or DoorDash or you never know, right? Especially because you don't know if they're foster children. You don't have any idea. But the last 3 years has had more things that are more of like what you consider necessities for your children or your grandchildren or your niece, your nephew, like on their wish list than toys and things that kids should be putting on Santa's list. Like it's sad. It's really sad. So how do we get to, is it this one? Let's see. What's this woman crying about? Let's see.
Another example of how the angel tree is going.
Okay, now that I'm done putting everything together, this is what
Isn't this from last
somebody
year?
got my baby for the angel tree. Mind you, I did put his age. I never asked for a focus. I did ask for a bouncer, but I put the exact bouncer that I wanted, and this is the bouncer they chose to give him. I just feel like don't be picking up no angel trees off that tree if you can't do above and beyond. People are going on this tree because they need more. Not because like this cheap ass I could have went to go.
That's what I can't believe. She's like saying that they need more. Like, no, most people don't need more. That's all they're getting. Right? Like that's it. Is what's on these Christmas lists. Like most people are not going place to place and getting more. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like there's what I'm learning through these experiences the last few Christmases is like a shock to my system because I have never known that so many people get so many gifts. We've never done that. And I thought we got a lot because we don't do a lot during the year. Like we do a lot together as a family, right? We do a lot of going to the pool, going camping. And it's not like toys and stuff. Like I get that a lot of it is Christmas and birthday, and that's really it when it comes to the toys. So I just don't understand what they mean by they're looking to get more. Like I don't. Anyway, this one I think is old. So let's see. What's this?
A lot of people have been upset because some people have been complaining about the things that they received from Angel Tree. And I just want to say that there are people that genuinely buy things that the children did not ask for to humble poor people to say, oh, well, you should be grateful for whatever you got. It's not because they are doing this out of the kindness of their heart and like, oh, I just couldn't find these things, and like, no, they genuinely will do this to humble the parents and say, well, maybe you should work a little harder and you could get your children exactly what they want instead of asking me to do it. When in all reality, they didn't ask you to do it. They simply are trying to use a program that is meant to help their children. And you are trying to humble them by saying they should have worked harder, they should have did this, they should have saved up, whatever, instead of just getting the child what they asked for, because the child is not asking a stranger. They're making a list.
Yeah, it's just like, it's so ridiculous. I mean, I have to concur that I think it's so silly when you see the people that are literally lecturing people, because karma is a biatch. Karma's a biatch. I'm just saying, it really is. It has a way to just slap you down a notch, especially people that are so materialistic and everything. I know how fast money can come, and you can have emergencies and disabilities and accidents and funerals and all kinds of things, and that money can go. No. I think it's, oh, Lord Jesus, so many people are so ignorant. Ignorant. I mean, these are the children. They are the real innocents. These Christmas lists, they're not bossy demands from parents. Like, they're just not. They're whispers to Santa Claus. Like the little children near the holidays, right? I'm catching up on your chats, and we're going to answer your questions in a moment, guys. Okay. Thank you for all hanging out. I appreciate you guys. I needed to vent about all this. I have been watching it for so long, and I'm just, it just hurts me, because like little kids, sometimes even 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, if they have certain special needs. My teenager still has a big part of him that believes, my 14-year-old. He still has a part of him that really believes. And I know that's going to be gone any moment. Now, if he's, I don't know how to say, like a little more naive, I think, because he was home during the COVID and the pandemic, and with his complex medical needs and his surgeries and things like that, like he wasn't really around a lot of other people his age for a little bit. Like, he was around a lot of children that are a year or 2 years younger, but a lot of children that are on the autism spectrum, that have different learning disabilities or different learning abilities, right? They are still believing. Sometimes in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s with certain special needs. And it's like, the kids deserve it. Like, why do we want to take that away? Don't you remember the magic of thinking Santa Claus was really coming? I remember some of it. I remember waking up and not understanding sometimes why I didn't get everything that was on my list. Because my parents always would go out and they'd go do this huge haul at Toys R Us. My grandparents. And they didn't always get the stuff that was, I guess not early enough to get. But I think that's what a lot of us were raised in, this tradition of, like, you make your Christmas list and it's closer to the holidays. It's not made in August. It's not made in June. It's really made in like November, after Thanksgiving. It's just like, the way that the trolls are online, like, it just makes me sad, because it's like they believe that the elves are making toys and that there's a good list, there's a naughty list. Are you on the nice list? Are you on the not so nice list? Are you at risk for getting cold? Like, they believe this, right? And the kids, like, they don't deserve this kind of crap. They don't deserve it. And there's so many foster children, so many. So many. This is all they're going to have. That's it. They are bouncing around homes. They don't have stable parents, or maybe they don't have parents. Maybe their parents are gone. They're like imagining being able to fit in. Like, the American Girl dolls was a huge thing when I was a girl. And all these girls would have them. And then a lot of the kids that didn't have them, you could tell they were heartbroken. They weren't cool. They didn't fit in. They used to hang out at lunch, and they had these book clubs for American Girl dolls. There's little kids that, like, that's what they're dreaming of. They want to be like everybody else. They want to play with everybody else. That's what they're thinking about. I just don't get how people could be like this. But then I don't understand either sometimes how some people are spending thousands of dollars. Like there are influencers that are going above and beyond. There was that one lady, she bought that iPad, she got a gaming computer, she got the Nintendo, and then like just I think she spent like 5 grand. And I was honestly wondering if in those kind of situations, maybe Angel Tree or the Giving Tree, they're going to separate that stuff out because it just that doesn't feel right. It really doesn't. Um, but it's just like it's so messed up because it's like little kids are like, if I'm good, Santa will bring me everything I dream of, and then they're going to get Dollar Tree gifts because Dad got hurt and he missed a week or two at work in a really shitty economy, and because a lot of families decided not to live off of debt and charge. There's not a $20,000 credit card laying around to go spend $1,000 for Christmas. I mean, it breaks my heart. And then you have the foster. It just, oh my gosh, I don't get it. I mean, why do we even need this? Like, why do we need this? Why are we wanting this to be a social media thing? Like, when obviously you don't want to law against it. I think like government sometimes like laws like it's a bit much, but like us just why are we contributing to it? Like we should just be like making it like what, if you give you give. If you want to highlight all the giving you're doing, and there's not like a really good reason to highlight all the giving you're doing, like let's not make this a theme. Like why are we making these things a theme? That's what I don't understand. Just like with the missing children, why are we making it a thing? Anybody? Hello? Like, can't we have accountability for each other? Like, hold each other to some sort of a standard and be like, this is not, we're just not going to support it. We're not, like, it's cancel culture. And I don't support cancel culture, but like, let's cancel this kind of crap. Can we cancel it? Can we shame it? Can we Karen it? Because this isn't a Karen with a CARE. This is the Karen with the, that's a Karen, right? That's a Karen. Mm-mm-mm. Kids should be able to dream as big as they want to dream. If they want that big, huge playground, they should be able to dream that they could have the big, huge playground. Like we should have the vision boards. They should dream. That's what creates, entrepreneurs. That's what creates the future billionaires and millionaires and investors and businessmen and surgeons and scientists. And that's what does it, is letting these kids dream. Like I want to understand why we're making that bad and shaming people for children believing in Santa, and a good and a bad, naughty and nice list. I think a lot of families should do what I always did. I always said that Santa Claus does not bring an expensive anything. Santa Claus brings some small things that he can because he has so many kids, and that everything else comes from mommy and daddy, or, your aunt, uncle, or granny, grandpa, nana, papa. Because it's not right to I just could never let my son think that because he was getting more gifts from his dad, my ex husband, that he was better than the little kid in his class. Just, I couldn't do it. Mm-mm. So that's something that just always stuck with me my whole life. Yeah. Always bothered me. If you're giving just because, like, you do it privately, if you're really pure hearted, like you really do, charity fills gaps. But this online buzz crap is the motives, like, it's just, you can just feel that it's not genuine. You just feel it. And then you feel bad, like I just did with that lady, because I'm like, well, maybe she's not completely full of baloney, right? Maybe she's not. It does stink that in America we're so free that we can keep profiting off of people's vulnerabilities. And then people are like, oh, it's a capitalistic society, when they argue that it's just business. I don't think it should be business to make money off of talking about children's Christmas lists. And I don't think people should feel so entitled to go and to try to take from everybody that's willing to give, because karma's going to get you. It's just my opinion. And one of the things that I wanted to just kind of reference is like the amount of money that we're spending. Like, people now on average, it's $8.90 per person for Christmas because of inflation. People are going to $8.90 per kid for Christmas. And a lot of people are saying they can't afford it. They can't afford it this year at all. It's sad. It's really sad. Most average working families are saying that they're spending around $500 for both children, only about $250 each. However, a lot of people are saying that due to the economy, they're lucky if they can afford $100 or $200 per child, because there's so many layoffs and bills are skyrocketing. Just the cost of food and groceries is actually taking a huge chunk. There is a lot of cutting back, and a lot of people are too ashamed or embarrassed to admit this. There is a lot of pride, I've noticed. Like, a lot of people don't want to admit when things aren't going fantastic. It's like, well, this economy isn't doing so great right now. So 79% of Americans are hunting discounts trying to cope with the costs. And that boomers are leading by 60% of those that are looking for discounts. 53% of Americans bought gifts last year. Typically, 70 to 80% of Americans, would buy gifts. So what is the bottom line of this rabbit hole here that we're going down? It sounds like the average cost is hovering around $890 to $900 per person in the U.S. for 2025. And everybody is saying it's not sustainable. So many people are just literally skipping Christmas altogether. Wow. Wow. All right, guys, let me get into your questions. I'm going to have to wrap up. I'm going to go out and get a snack. Let's see. We're going to go into some questions, but I do have a few more quick little videos that we are going to see. Hold on. Let me get some of your questions while we look at a couple more of these videos, because we're coming up on the hour and 15-minute mark. Oh gosh, I was trying to do this in less than an hour because I got to come on at least twice a day for the next 21 days straight to get into the algorithm, guys, and try to bring in some revenue while I'm stuck at home recuperating. We have to give this channel the ability to make a go, so that at least Momming It Up can stick around with you guys, and I could try to provide some income to offset the cost of what's happening in this economy, because I want to be a stay-at-home mother until my children no longer need me to be right here with them as they grow and be on call as they integrate into the school and all of that jazz. So we're going to be trying to get on here, and we're going to be trying to make a go of the channel. I'm not looking to make thousands of dollars a month, but I would like to bring in at least $2,500 to $3,000 a month. That's really what I need, because that would offset certain costs with the whole medical and everything like that. That is what I am trying to aim for. And I can't wait till the day that I can actually go back to working a 9-to-5 sort of remote job. But it's so hard when you have kids. It's just so hard, guys. So I want to thank you so much. Every second of your time watching me is so helpful. And anything that you suggest, or if you know any podcast openings, because I've been doing a bunch of interviews on the backstage or backdoor or whatever it's called. And I'm looking. I'm really trying. It's just a hard thing, because when I'm talking about missing children's cases, it's a different vibe. It's hard for me, because I feel like some of it, you got to be careful. It just feels gross. It feels like you're exploiting and you're making money off the backs of like somebody that is actually missing. That's a child, So it's hard for me to try to find a happy medium with discussing the active investigations and missing children. Like, it's very hard for me. It is. So Ralph says, why do some people pick an angel tree tag asking for specific stuff like sneakers or books, and then they swap it out for cheap junk or old attic finds? Why would anyone want to legit ruin a kid's holiday, mom? Oof. Well, I mean, the online venting that we're listening to me vent about, right? That is what this is all full of. Like, folks are like grabbing up the tags on ribbon trees, on angel trees, and they act as if they have good intentions, but they're like bailing on all the details, right? They're donating, like, what did I say earlier? They're going and getting flip flops instead of like the sneakers, and then they're getting an old puzzle that nobody wants, that they got gifted, that was already regifted. It's like, what is my husband's always saying, half-assed giving, right? It's leaving kids with the mismatched stuff. Awful. And then, oh yeah, look at the speculation running wild, right? Because maybe the donors underestimate the cost and they just want the feel good pat on the back when they're posting it online. How many influencers, how many creators do we watch? And you know that this is all bull crap. You know what they're doing isn't true, but some people don't know. They haven't watched them long enough. And they get the pat on the back that they wanted. Some people just want attention. So they'll hang around a creator just for the attention. They will give you hundreds of dollars just so you say hi to them from a super chat. Like, I've seen it. It's psychological. It really is. Manufacturing content and entertainment and drama, you could really make a good career, in my opinion, making content that way. But if you have a moral compass, like, I don't know how people do it. Sometimes it's hard for me to understand. And that's what I think happens here is, like, some people are just jerks, right? And they're half-assing it. And then you have other people that maybe they sincerely had no idea how much things have went up. Because I feel like a deer, like, I truly feel like a deer in headlights when I am shopping. Because I just can't register, how has this gone up this much? How? I used to be able to go shopping and maybe I would get juice from one supermarket and stock up on something else from my BJ's or Costco. But now I can't even like do that. I mean, we're spending at least $500 a week. And granted, some of the kids have special needs. We have diapers, we have pull-ups, we have wound care. So sometimes we're talking like $1,000. How do you keep that going? I don't understand, guys. I don't. I really don't. So I genuinely think some people are like, wow, I thought if I put $200 aside, that would be enough to buy gifts and maybe give them a little gift card so that their mom and dad can maybe order a pizza one night or take them to a movie. And then they go out and that bluey house, right? You used to be able to get your kid the different figures, a bicycle, maybe a Nintendo Switch, and do it all for $500. And that now is $2,500 because that one little Minnie Mouse puppy dollhouse, which is a hunk of plastic now of junk, is $60. Hang on one moment. How may I help you? Hello? Who's knocking? Our recliner just came. We have new couch and recliner. That's a whole nother show, guys. A whole nother show. Because when we moved, it's just like a whole disaster. It's taken 8 weeks for this to arrive, and it finally came. I wish we could have canceled it because I would have much rather the money back and went and bought it somewhere else for less money, to be honest, because this was a whole disaster. But yeah, so that's what they're doing. They're knocking into the door. And all right, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going off on tangents like always, but I agree with you. It's frustrating and it's shocking. It's shocking. What's your take, guys? What else do you think about all that? Giver88 says, real talk, how is it fair when a tag wish list totals over $200? Like for iPads or PS5, making it impossible for regular people like us to help out. Shouldn't there be price caps? Well, that's the thing, right? A lot of it says $30, but that's not realistic. Like, let's be realistic. They're saying $30, but I think they mean no less than $30 per thing. I'm not sure, and I gotta look into it, but it seems like the Angel Tree $30 Salvation Army is just absurd to me, because you know that you can't even get one little toy for less than 30. Like, seriously, go online and look and see how much these small things are now. Just a set of Legos is like $30, and it might have 40, 50 pieces. I mean, the costs are ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But we're also setting the bar where you do have people that are getting PS5s and an iPad and Nike Jordan or Nike Air, and they're getting all of this stuff, right? So it's like, are we making it unrealistic? Yeah. We're very, very materialistic in America, and that's why people think that they're rich and better than other people when they're in debt into their eyebrows, and they're praying that the IRS doesn't come and get them. And they're praying that they don't have people following around watching them because they're sneaky little shoot heads, right? Little shititos, as my cousin says, little shititos. And they think that they're better than everybody else. And karma's going to get them. You wait and see. I'm a believer in what, I'm just saying. I think that people are going to be knocked off their high horse. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. Oh my gosh, remember that guy that claps? All right, let's see. Cher Bear said, isn't it shady when families hit up every resource, Angel Trees, food banks, multiple toy drives, while others get nothing, including they get SNAP and everything? How do they keep it equitable, and how is it fair? Have you been able to find anybody that would help you with all you have gone through? No. Share, no. This is the same investigative thing that I did a couple years ago when I found out that you couldn't go to a church food bank. We're gonna have a quick talk about this because we're gonna like gone way over on our time limit, right? We're gonna just chat about this for a minute. It's funny that you bring that up, dear. It really is. A couple years ago, we went to a different food banks because I didn't believe, right? I didn't believe, and these are Amazon gifts that our family sent. I did make the post here and share the Amazon list here. Nobody that doesn't know me in my real life sent anything. So the Griffmas on the YouTube doesn't seem to work. So like the true crime people don't seem to really rally together for other content creators, in my opinion. Whether it's, helping out or whether it's prayers or food or anything. That's just my opinion because I'm not, for some reason, I don't know. Nobody likes me, I guess. I don't know. But this stuff did come from loved ones that I have known in my real life. And it's really nice. And I've been going through it. And then anything, everybody knows that if it's anything that somebody sends that's a double or something, we're going to pay it forward. That's how it is. But yeah, so a couple years ago, I went to different pantries and food banks. The baby had just had his first surgery because I was helping people in my local area, and they kept insisting that there was nowhere for them to go to get food. I'm not even joking. I'm not kidding. And I didn't believe them. I didn't believe them. I did not believe them. I did not believe that you couldn't go to the local churches because we had tons of food banks, tons of pantries. And they were not lying. I literally carried my baby. One time I could show you. I have a video documented, the whole shebang, because I love independent investigative journalism. That's my passion. But I'd really much rather sit in on court cases and watch justice prevail in a lot of ways. But I went to different places and I was told, even with a little baby that just had surgery, a little itty bitty baby with casts on his legs, that they could not give me any food. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Because I had to apply and be under the income guidelines. There was one place that I went that was a Baptist church that said that I would be able to get something one time, but the next time that I came, because you could only come once a month or once every 5 weeks, I would have to bring documentation that my income. That was crazy to me. Crazy. Because shit happens. Shit happens. And this is how you get people that end up on social services. They end up getting SSI for their children or themselves or both, getting Section 8, getting housing, getting all of these resources, and then you do not come off of it, in my opinion, because you're making it where if you're working and you're trying to do what you should do and trying to put your family first and think that nobody else is going to do it, right? Nobody but you is going to take care of you. There's literally no charity. And that is what charity is. Charity should be there when you need it. So that's why we became really passionate in building blessing boxes and My Little Pantries, because during this time, we kept stocking these My Little Pantries and we were getting all of this weird feedback that people were taking a lot of what was in it because they literally were going through some sort of a disaster that week and there was nowhere for them to go for help. And I didn't believe it. So I went on a mission, and boy, oh boy, did I learn really fast that shit is backwards in our country. And New York is not what people think it is at all. At all. And I found the same thing when I'm in ICU and the social worker comes and talks to me and I have to pay like a lot of money. I have a big chunk of my insurance that still has to be covered out of pocket. And I was asking them, like, how do we do this? Like, how do I afford the visiting nurses? How am I supposed to pay for the infusions? What am I supposed to do with these certain things? And then I found out that there's no help. There's no help. There's no help. There's no, in my opinion, there's really no assistance. It takes a village, and you better have friends and family that are going to come and have your back. That's how it feels, in my opinion. Because I have 3 children with very different disabilities. I have never asked for anything. I have never applied. And I'm literally like, this might be a good year. If there is any assistance, it would be a weight off our back. Maybe some of the organizations that we did so much for, maybe if they could just throw in whatever, nope. There was a couple of times that we paid somebody's utility bills. There's different things that the churches would do with Secret Santa like that, or you just donate $100 or a couple $100 Stop and Shop or Piggly Wiggly or Aldi gift card, or nope, there is none. And I just was flabbergasted because I'm like, okay, with the varying needs of my children, how hard my husband works, if there's no resources available for us, then shit, what is there for other people? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a weird reality check for me because it's not something I ever really thought of. I figured that a lot of people, when you have children that are disabled, that's why a lot of people become kind of reliant on social services. And now I'm like, wow, like this is backwards. Something's wrong. It's weird. It's very weird. And I've always been the kind of person, like the way that my husband and I are and the way we try to raise our children is like, nobody's going to take care of you but you. However, there's nothing wrong with a hand up in life. We are supposed to be there for one another. It does take a village, and you're not less than because you weren't born with an extra $1 million in your bank account, or you weren't born with wanting to, max out credit cards or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I try to be humble with it. Like, I'm trying not to be rude and judgy, but it's hard for me. It's hard. I have a chip on my shoulder because I'm like, if you really give a darn, you're not going to be bragging about it. You're not. You're full of it. Yes, there's sometimes that I would share pictures of my trunk being full, but that was because I'm trying to encourage people that you could do a lot if you just kept your darn coupons that came in your flyer that week. Like, there was times I got $1,000 worth of laundry products and toothbrushes and deodorants, and maybe spent $100. I'm not even exaggerating. So I was trying to encourage people not to show off, like, look at me, I'm donating, woo woo, I want the clicks and the views and the revenue. No, that's not what it was. I wasn't even monetized when I had that stuff that I would share with loved ones. It was just encouraging. So we've all been through crap. I'm trying to see what other ones do we have here. Isn't it griping griper? Isn't it shady when families hit up every resource? Angel Trees, Food Bank. Oh, that was share. Oh, here we go. Why bash kids for expensive wishes when they are just whispering to Santa, especially foster care kiddos? Ones without parents. Don't they deserve joy without all this trolling, heartless? Yeah. Choice word. Yeah, it's a heart tugger right there. And you know what? From what I've seen, all the ex-posts and stuff are defending this hard because kids do believe in Santa, right? And they want to fit in with the cool stuff. They don't want to be greedy or anything like that. They just want to fit in. They don't want to be bullied. They want to feel equal. And it makes me, it gets me so mad because it's like the speculation online, I agree with. I don't think it's speculation. I think a lot of it actually is factual because foster kids are always getting overlooked for typical teen things, right? Like they might want like toiletries and gift cards for food. I don't know. It just breaks my heart. Because people overlook the older kids like, oh, they don't deserve it, they don't, and it's like I feel like they need it more than anybody in a lot of ways because it's easier to find toys that get donated after the fact if somebody's not picked off a tree. It's not easier to find a nice perfume or a cool book bag or a pair of sneakers or something that a teen might need. And those teens, like the iPads, the gaming laptops, this stuff could really be helping them have a good future. You don't know. A lot of these kids can't easily get to and from school sometimes. It's just annoying because, like, you're right, though. Like, the trolls, they're like, oh, they're undeserving, they're older. And it's like, no, it should be magical. They should get the same love and the gift of giving. Pay it forward. Like, how don't people feel good? Like, I feel so good when I know that I was able to give to somebody that could use something. Even if I'm just giving baked goods that we're making, or I make too much spaghetti and meatballs when I make my pasta sauce or my eggplant parmesan, things like that, and I go give it to somebody that I know is going to enjoy it. I love to do that. Like, I don't want credit. It's a feel good thing. How are so many people broken? I feel like people are just broken. They don't like, what are we not built the same anymore? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Grapes, and lots of drink. What kind of username is that? Maman, what do you think is up with recipients complaining about gifts, calling donors cheap, like that video? Instead of what she wanted, they got her. Did you see that video? No. Did you email it to me? I have so many in my email. Oh, all right. Let's see if I can find it. Hang on. Let me see. I'll see if I can find it before we end it out because I really do want to go over that call. Let's see. I would like to go over that and finish some more about Sebastian Rogers because he's the missing teen that I started making videos on this channel again when I was, doing content in the beginning. And it's just a case that I really have, a special place for and try to follow. And
some of you need to go to timeout over the.
So dramatic, and it's heartbreaking because he's still missing, and it's just awful.
comments you were leaving on angel tree videos and the assumptions and the disgustingness.
See, it seems like there's a lot of the ranting. Where's like the actual videos? Oh, this one's gonna get you guys. You want to watch this?
2 little Christmas angels, so let's go shopping. We're gonna do a little girl first because obviously I've never shopped for a girl, so let's find some Barbies. Okay. As you can tell, she gave us a hefty list, so let's see what we can do. They said to spend at least $30, so we're gonna aim for $30. So she definitely wants a Barbie doll.
So sad visual.
My thing
This
is, I
woman
don't
spent
know
$30
what ethnicity she is. I don't know
one
her
pair of
skin color.
socks for her kid. You can tell by her attitude. She's gonna be in bankruptcy, lose her house, lose her car, probably everything one day if she doesn't change her attitude, in my opinion. So this woman, they said, changed her username.
Life is about to make sense for many.
Let's see. Users. Oh, did she make it private? Looks like she made her account private. No, for real. She did. That's so strange. The cookie dough lady. Oh my goodness.
Today we're gonna be doing some angel tree shopping. Let's get the girl over with first. She wanted something like this.
$10?
$10? No.
Oh, he's
this
doing
one
a
here?
parody.
$4.
Okay, so this is a parody about this woman that went out and was trying to get the cheapest of the cheap for these kids, to the point that her husband felt guilty. I'll let you see a minute or
2 little
two.
Christmas angels, so let's go shopping. We're gonna do a little girl first because obviously I've never shopped for a girl, so she definitely wants a Barbie doll. But my thing is, I don't know what ethnicity she is, so I don't know her skin color, so I really don't know what kind of
Barbies. I don't know what.
we're boy parents. Found the baby alive, everybody.
She's boy parents, but you can Google. It's very easy to ask Siri or ask Google or Grok or Chat GBT. And go live and ask your. She probably calls them fans. I call all you guys my subs, and I think it's cool that we're all saying Momfia. We're part of the Momfia. Whether you're a guy, a girl, everybody's welcome here. But I bet you she's the type that says fans. Narcissistic type of people sometimes.
That's the whole budget, but I don't know how she feels about on-brand, off-brand. So I think we're gonna go with this one because
It covers like 3 ethnicities.
it's only $10.
I feel like social media really has made people forget. Like, you can't just post anything and not expect to look like a shitty ass person when you are a shitty ass person.
Hell yeah.
And I'm glad that video went viral because honestly, I didn't know anything about angel trees. Participated in that. Like, wow, that is making someone's Christmas. You have people like that who clearly have money, who have at least an extra $30 to spend on gifts, and they're bitching about it. I think that's insane. I don't know. To each their own. I couldn't post myself crying about money, knowing that I had money. And then about the brand, about like all of those things really were insane as fuck that you would
Heck yeah.
complain about.
Adopted 2 little Christmas angels, so
And now I bet you he's doing it because he said he didn't even know about it. So maybe he is making clickbait and he's going to take that clickbait and he's going to do what that other perfume lady did. And for the win, he's going to go get a bunch of presents and he's going to dump them off so that it can offset the shitty human beings like this. Because I am pissed after watching all this, guys. I have to be honest. Ticks me off. So I really don't want to see a dude without a shirt on, but maybe he was doing it for a reason because it brings the eyes in and the clicks and the views.
let's go shopping. We're gonna do a little girl first.
Oh my gosh, I can't with these people. All right, let's watch his parody.
Today we're gonna be doing some angel tree shopping. Let's get the girl over
Andy.
with first. She wanted something like this.
Andy's
$10? No. Oh, this one right here? $4.
Oh.
That one's kind of ethnic though. You know what? It probably matches her.
Jeez.
Get this one.
I think we should give her this one, the bigger set right here, so it makes more
Do
sense.
you not see the price?
Yeah, but the baby doll is big though, so we need a little
No,
backpack.
we got the small one, remember?
Yeah, we have to-
We're
so
saving money.
That one comes with a little backpack,
Why would we need a backpack?
so she don't lose her stuff.
If she loses it, that's on her.
Budget is 30 though.
We're gonna give it to someone who deserves it, okay? Our children.
They need it more than our kids right now.
They clearly don't deserve it.
You know they deserve that. They're a kid.
Because their parents clearly don't.
Exactly. I'm going to show you guys something really quickly, okay? Because that's the truth. Like, that's how my middle son, it's the truth. because maybe this year the Christmas isn't going to be as humongous, right? But my kids give a shit about knowing that there's kids that don't have, right? They don't they will give their toys for somebody. Thank you, Jesus, that they care more about other people. Let me show you. Let me show you. These are a couple things that we bought. Just showing you a couple to donate. Before I ended up in ICU and didn't have any idea that we were going to be in a little bit of a financial crisis. This is what my son picked. He wanted to find somebody. It says, I'm gaming, do not disturb. Their socks. And there's like all this I'm gaming, and it's a cup, and it comes with straws and metal straws. Do not do glass. Do not do glass straws. It's not safe, in my opinion, at all. But like, this is one of the things that he picked that he wanted to donate. I think it came with 2 pairs of these socks. And he literally said to me, he does not want anything for Christmas. He wants to make sure that we have gifts for other people that don't have anything, because they already have stuff. They already have stuff, right? He has a PlayStation. He has an Xbox. He wants a new gaming chair. He wants a lot of, more mature stuff. But he's cool with not having it right away. And here's one of the sensory things, because there's a lot of kids on the spectrum and stuff, or have sensory and different things. So there's 2 of those. One I'm going to keep for the baby and for my daughter. Pop it, play, have a ball. It teaches counting, and it has pushing and popping and ball storage, and you can, push it. And so like, that's what gets me. It's like, there's a lot of kids that, they're not gonna go without. Because even if they may not get a lot of stuff for Christmas, they still know that there's other kids that they literally don't have, even what these children have already. And that is what I feel like we're lacking in this country. Like, parents need to, I don't even know what happened. I don't get it. I don't know.
I don't care if they deserve it or not. Blame it on their upbringing, not ours.
Look at this one.
That's way too expensive.
No, we're teaching them to be doctors in the future.
They're poor. They can't even afford college. Let's go. The list says, get me whatever, okay?
No, it does not.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
Okay, so you wouldn't spend $230 on our kids, but you won't spend $30 on these kids right here?
So should we put it back?
No, that's not what I meant.
Sounds like you're insinuating we put this stuff
No,
back.
I'm saying that
you're the bad person. At least I'm getting them something.
I'm saying that you're being the cheapskate right now. You're willing to spend your whole paycheck on one kid, our kid, versus spending $30 on some kid that needs it more than our kid.
Okay, so let's put it back so we can get it for our kid.
No.
Done. Today we're going to be doing some angel tree shopping. Let's get the girl over with first. She wanted something like this.
$10?
$10? No. Oh, this one right here? $4.
Okay, y'all. She is out of the state that she was living in and well on her way. She's put so many miles between her and that asshole. I'm so fucking excited for her.
Hey guys, so today I was at one of my favorite garden stores when I came across this. It's a giving tree. It's kind of similar to angel trees. I ended up picking this tag right here for RJ. He's 2 and wants anything dinosaur. My first stop was Five Below. I immediately found this dinosaur plushie. It was the only one there. I had to get it. I ended up coming across this little dino adventure set, but the pieces were kind of small. This was 4 and up, so I didn't get that. I did, however, find this larger box of bigger dinosaurs. I thought this would be great for him. There were some other dinosaur related things, but they just weren't for 2-year-olds. But then I came across this lone dinosaur on the bottom shelf that's squishy and you can put it in the bath. I think he would love this. When I was younger, I used to love playing with little Matchbox cars, so I wanted to try to find something with wheels that he could push around his house, and I came across these little dinosaurs on motorcycles. I ended up getting him one of each, a green one, a blue one, and I also got him the red one as well. That was all I got at Five Below, and up next I went to Carter's. His size wasn't on the tag, but I googled and it says 2-year-olds are a 2T, so I ended up getting him this dinosaur outfit in 3T. He can grow into it if anything, and this Sherpa dinosaur zip up. Next up I went to Target. I found this aisle with some Jurassic World stuff. It was kind of picked over, but all of these figures were 4 and up, so I didn't end up getting anything over here. They didn't have too many dinosaur things, but then I ended up coming across this right here. It's a little dinosaur rocker. At 2 years old, I would have spent every minute of my life on this. It's like having a little playground in your house, so of course I had to get this for him. Up next, I found this little soft dinosaur book with little crinkly pages. I felt like this would be educational. And then there was this end cap with really soft plushies. I ended up getting him this little dinosaur one. This would be great for him to sleep with at night. And then last up, I ended up going to Kohl's. I was trying to find at least one more educational toy dinosaur related, and I came across this little...
Like, this is how you do it, right? He probably spent maybe $100, not even. And I feel like sometimes we don't realize that we can stretch it if we try. It's just about trying if we really can't afford to, right? These kids deserve it. Like, can't we remember what it was like to be a kid on Christmas? Why can't we remember? I just want to stop being so freaking selfish, people. Be more like Matt.
Bucket of matching dinos. The dinosaurs come apart and you just basically put them back together again by matching the colors. Some kids like taking things apart and putting them back together, so I just thought this was cool. I was able to fit everything into 2 bags along with the rocking dinosaur, and then I dropped everything back off at the giving tree. Hopefully he loves everything. Hey guys, so today I was at one of my favorite garden stores when I came across this.
Because I don't feel like he's exploiting the fact that he is doing an angel tree. I think he is leading by example. This is what you should do. You should take a tag and be led to make that child's dreams come true and to the best of your little ability. Dang, I just can't with people anymore. But then I see things like this, and that's what I wanted to end with all of you. I don't know if we have any questions left, but I wanted to just give you something encouraging, because while there's so much negativity, sometimes there's also a lot of positivity, right? There is good, and sometimes we have to really search for it. And it sucks, guys. Sometimes it stinks that we have to really look for the good, because the bad and the nasty and the mean is usually right there in the top of our feeds, right? More. Sadly, more often. Big B, you asked about people. So you watched influencers that are dropping $1,800 on tablets and more. How come some people go all out while others are complaining about budgets and literally giving kids things from Five Below and from Dollar Tree? And then he says, I'm not saying anything against the guy that you just shared. He didn't just go to Five Below and spend $5. Bad timing. No, it's all right. Well, let's be realistic. Like, wealthy donors versus the average Joe, like all of us, like, it may seem like it kind of highlights the inequality. I don't know. I guess it depends. Maybe they don't realize that they're spending so much more. But that's what I mean, like where I hope that the organizations would would stretch it out instead of giving a child every single thing. If somebody goes above and beyond for only one tree, that they could share it a little bit with, if there's another child that did get a cheap pair of flip-flops from Family Dollar, right, and a dusty old puzzle, to share it, maybe. But I don't always think that it's intentional. That's why, like, a lot of people don't want any of the credit. Like, we'll do things to be a secret Santa. You don't want people to know, you know? You just want to give, because I don't know. I don't know. I guess a lot of people don't have that desire to just give. But some do. BJ, drama BJ. Oh, geez, BJ. I know what that's about. It says, don't you think that ungrateful people should get banned and they shouldn't be allowed, for example, to do future angel trees and things like that? Like that lady that was cursing over the deliveries with the baby bouncers. Like, no, B, you should not be allowed to sign up again. No, because if it's about the children, then their parents shouldn't, right? Like, I get it. That's my first instinct too. Is like, well, you ungrateful. You know, but if you think about the children, then no, then the kids shouldn't be punished because they have shitty parents, in my opinion. But I see what you're saying, because that's my initial, right? Homestead Haven, amid the mess, what is the positive? Like the cat gift stories, any other uplifting speculations or linked accounts? Well, I guess, I mean, yeah, let's end on some hope, right? Like, because X does have a lot about the kids that are getting a cat plus $500 in cat supplies, and they're covering the vet fee at Banfield, which I think is Petco or PetSmart, for 5 years. So that was a beautiful story. It's all over X. And people that are just going to different families and leaving cards in their doors or leaving gift cards in their mailboxes or digital gift cards. That's what, when we do giveaways here, we're just going to do digital, because I think that that's so easy. You don't need to ask, you just send, right? Or you just give. And there is a lot of people that do stuff like that. There is a lot of people that do good. It's just sometimes they don't maybe necessarily find the right people. You know, nothing's perfect in this world, as we're seeing. Whew. Well, you know what, chat? You guys crushed it with those questions, I gotta say. You know, we've unpacked a lot tonight. We've unpacked the rants, the speculations sparked from all the online stuff. We didn't do any courtrooms, right? We just did the vibe of the Scrooges and the CAREns of Christmas. So if this resonated with you, please like, share, and drop more questions in the comments. Send me an email, like I always say, at 401ccn@gmail.com. Try to spread the holiday cheer and also the holiday investigative spirit until next time, right? Think a little deeper and, you know, try to be the Karen with the care in the name, not the Karen we have all come to know as a Grinch, so to speak. And we're going to be back talking about Sebastian Rogers' mom's latest talk on a panel a few weeks ago. I want to get into some more of the true crime discussions. And, you know, we'll end on another video But remember, if you want to like, share, and subscribe, I do have memberships if you want to join the Momfia. I do have super chats. You can send a gift if you want to buy a coffee or help support the channel in any way. I have Florist with Faith is my Venmo and the Cash App. Everything is in the description. And you guys have been a blast. I can't get over how appreciative I am to hang out with all of you. I do appreciate hanging out with you guys because every little bit helps. I am definitely excited to have the ability to get a channel going. And now more than ever, when I am stuck with the health and all this is the time for me to just sit here and chill out and vent and talk and speculate and investigate, so to speak, all the things. And you guys make that happen by hanging out with me. And I know how much I always want somebody to hang out with when I'm cleaning or if I'm working and I want background noise. Sometimes you just want live interaction, right? So just email me if you have suggestions or you want to be a guest or you have a story that you want me to talk about. I am open for recommendations. There's so many stories that it's really hard for me to kind of pick what one I should talk about next. But like I said, what we will be doing is Sebastian Rogers, because he is a case that has pulled on my heartstrings, and I do try to follow him and see what's going on, because this case has just been so bizarre, right? It really has. So for all of you that don't know about this missing teen from Tennessee, please tune in, learn about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He is 17 now. He went missing when he was 15 years old. His family, his stepdad, his mom say he just vanished, just poof, disappeared after hearing a thud allegedly in his room. The mom never went and checked on the thud, but they insisted that he was very special needs when it came to being autistic. And he also has a chromosome deletion, which is ultra rare. But the drama that surrounded his disappearance, the way that a lot of the conversations have been, the mom hardly talks about him publicly, and it's always past tense. And it's just been a very odd case in a lot of ways. You have a biological father that does get in front of the camera, and he seems truly devastated, like he is desperate to find his child. There's been all kinds of speculation, and a lot of speculation is that he's still alive and he is off somewhere. And then there's so many things. But I wanted to go over the mom because she broke her silence after not saying anything in almost a year and a half on his 17th birthday, which is very interesting the way that the conversation went. It was on a tiny little YouTube channel that allegedly is a family member or a good friend, and they talked about him, but doesn't come across right. It feels weird to so many people. So yeah, it's very interesting. It's very interesting, and he deserves justice and he deserves to be found. And he has an unprecedented amount of people that just seem to not want other people to talk about him and to talk about a lot of the interviews that the parents have done. It's just very odd. It's odd. It's odd. And there's so much speculation that the longer he's missing, the more money that somehow the parents are making because they made content out of his disappearance. And maybe there was a plan for that to go on and then it got fumbled or something. And there's so much speculation. And we can talk and speculate and go over different things, but I think that it crosses lines a lot because you have people that enhance stuff and they act as if it's evidence. People that were saying, email DAs, call TBI, do this, do that without credible firsthand information. And that I don't stand behind. I think that you should only report what you know to be factual. If you have something that you've come across that's bothering you, I always think that we should just email. That's just me. And if you see the child that's missing, I say call 911. And if you think you have information, I would be calling all the agencies, the local FBI field office. I would call TBI. I would call the Sumner County Sheriff's Office that's handling his case specifically. But with how bizarre things are, sure, cover all your bases. Because nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going on because the case is very interesting, and it's just he deserves justice. He deserves to be found. And I know that a lot of people don't agree because my opinion on it, I can talk about it in different ways based on what you're presented, right? So I try to look at it from all different angles. But definitely, I try to explain why so many people are critical of the mom. This is the mother of the missing teen. So it's really hard to understand some of the behavior. It really is. And so we're going to go over it and we're going to talk about it for anybody that's interested. Let's see, what one is this?
Okay, now let's staple it to it. There we go. That is it. Thank you guys so much for an amazing Christmas season. If I get any more donations, I'll come right back out again. Again, I cannot thank these 2 people enough. You guys are a straight blessing from God, okay? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Peace. Okay, now let's staple it to it. There.
Let's see. Did they do any more angel trees? I know a lot of people will do that. Like because some people are at home and they can't get out and about, and maybe they want to be able to grab an angel and they want to pick it out, and they will send a cash app. And then you go out, you buy the stuff, and it's fun, right?
Okay, today we are going to do.
Let's see.
I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for you guys. The watermelon ball and the cherry blossom ball are back in stock. You guys need to get.
I don't know if there's any other boxes. I don't see any other blessing boxes. But
Okay, now let's staple it to.
They probably did, and we're just not seeing them. Let's see.
Hey everyone, I'm doing another angel tree haul. This time it's for a elderly man, and I picked up 2 fulfillment tags next to the clothes. So I'm gonna show you what I got the elderly man first. So I got a 75-year-old male that needed socks and a blanket. He wanted adult coloring book.
Oh, he wanted adult coloring book, socks, a blanket. He's 75.
I work at Walmart. So
that's awesome.
On my lunch, I went and picked up what I thought he.
I, in my head, was like budgeting
Whoa,
like
what happened?
120 per kid. So we're looking at like.
What just happened?
Hey everyone, I'm
Sorry,
doing
dude. We were
this
listening to you.
AM.
So he works at Walmart and he's able to get this blanket. That's so awesome. Everybody go watch him. Give him a like. Give him a follow.
Reversible blanket and these colors remind me of my grandpa before he passed away.
Oh my gosh. That's so awesome. So he picked a blanket that's so nice and comfortable, and it reminds him of his grandfather. Like, that's amazing. This is what it is, guys. This is what we should be doing. This isn't exploiting and trying to get clout. This is encouragement to go and adopt a senior. If you're worried about people that are taking advantage or whatever, and you feel some sort of way for some reason about getting presents for children, go get a senior citizen. Giving tree. Adopt a senior. Adopt a vet. Adopt somebody with a special need.
I thought that you gentleman would like this. Yeah, this is a person, and he needed socks or blanket. Well, you know me, so I got him both socks and a blanket.
Aww.
He set on those, and he wanted. I got coloring books, and in my mind, I thought actual coloring books, and not so much puzzles like one such Sudoku. I saw Robert tell me afterwards, so I wish I got him more of those, but I got him.
Oh, look at how many.
Nature Escape coloring book, iconic city Brook National Park, Brook, and a large pit mustache. I wish I got him more though, but hopefully he still loves you. And also got him 2 different color purple. So he got options, you know.
I love it, Chris.
I have options up here. And lastly, I got him 3-in-1 swab toothbrushes and toothpaste. Since all the types what I got planned, this one is just fulfillment items. So this one is clothing size 7 and 8. So I got some clothes that are 7 and 8. Which there's one, the pants. I got them in black.
Those are nice pants and they stretch.
And blue as well.
Oh, that's great. This guy knows what's up.
You know, same size
They're
8.
stylish and they will adjust. So they'll last a little longer.
I got this color t-shirt.
Oh, that looks nice. It's stylish.
Blue pants.
Yeah. They go together.
I got this.
You could like really mix and match.
T-shirt. This color pants. I got white t-shirt. A blue one. You can gonna have options.
Not that elf on a shelf. Thank you so much for your cash app. That was really sweet of you. That was really sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
A black t-shirt and a gray one. So I basically got 3 outfits in each size. The tag I got is fulfillment item of size 3 shoes. So I got 3 different pairs of shoes for that. First pair I got in orange and red, black sneakers. Second pair is these black sneakers. And lastly, these black sneakers, which can go with any of the outfits that I got. So,
Oh yeah,
that
you can
is
go with
all
any
I
of them.
got for the last 3 texts I got. So, hopefully you guys know a bit as much as I can shop before them.
That is so awesome. He did another one.
And everyone, let's build a annual tree haul. Me and Robert decided this year we have some extra money from my TikTok from last month, so we picked up a annual tree tag with a 5-year-old boy that needed blanket.
See, and that's what I believe. Like you, if you give, you shall receive. Like if you've been given a gift and you take some of that and you pay it forward, I just like please get me emotional because it's beautiful. Like this is what we should be doing.
Again,
Yes.
his wish was Martha remote car. His favorite was Spider-Man, and they gave us clothing and she's going to go over everything that we got him. I was so excited to do this, so I hope you guys like it as much as I did. We went to several stores, not just Walmart. We went to
Like, why can't people like all of us that life just love to give, like, why can't the big people that like to go out and do the Secret Santas, why don't they have us hire us privately, right? And then let us just go. That would be living our best life. Can you imagine? I mean, if I could just go out and fulfill people's dreams and wishes like that, like I would love it. That would be amazing. Because I know there's so many people that they do all the big Secret Santas and they do all the, like, that would be my dream job. Like I would love that. So when I watch like Just Nate and stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, like you are living the life. Like how much more incredible is it to be able to help people? Like people that really don't, oh, they're just good hearted, real, not doing it for any motive, any agenda, just because like it's what you do. You don't need to be praised and thanked, and nobody needs to feel like they owe anything or they're less than. It's just handing people a hand up, not a hand out. It's paying it forward. Like I love sincere, honest. This is what makes a crappy world full of crappy stuff sometimes. It reminds you there's still so much good, guys. There's still so much good. There's still such good.
Ross, Target, and Walmart because I work at Walmart and did not really want to shop there as much. We wanted to go all out on him. So the first shop I'm gonna do Ross, and the first toy that we got him was the make your own monster truck kit because he loves monster trucks. So we got him a monster truck kit. And we got him Spider-Man action figures, all of them, because why not? He loves Spider-Man, so he's gonna get what he wants. And then we got him 4 other monster trucks as well, because you can't have too many monster trucks, right? Lastly in this bag, we got him a Spider-Man tool set. How cool is that?
That is really cool.
If I was 5, I would love that.
That is really cool. You know what I am looking for now from Matt's video is those dinosaurs that you could put together. That's really neat. I need to look at that. I think it was from Kohl's.
Cool. Okay, we went all out on clothes. First, we got these jogger pants. We have this Under Armour shirt. We have these Monster Jam jogger sweatpants. We have this Spider-Man hoodie. We have these flannel shirt. We have this Spider-Man long sleeve.
I love these guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're like, okay, I've seen enough of people buying other people presents.
We got him a Spider-Man jacket.
That's a really nice jacket.
Perfect.
That's a blanket.
Target. We got him Spider-Man sweatpants. We got him Spider-Man pajama set. You tell he loves Spider-Man. We got him more Spider-Man underwear.
So cool.
And then we got him Martha Sam underwear. And then we got him another Spider-Man shirt.
Oh my god. I love this.
We also got him Spider-Man shoes that light up. We also got him a pair of heels because if he wanted to first nice, and these are a size up that he can grow into them.
Oh yeah.
He was Walmart, he wanted a remote control monster truck, so I definitely got him a remote control monster truck. Grave Digger, I actually met Grave Digger and got in his truck before, so that's awesome. I got him some socks.
Oh, and there's Spider-Man socks. Everything is Spider-Man. This is awesome. Can you imagine this kid's Christmas? It's going to be epic just because somebody cares. Like, somebody cared. They didn't think about the mom and or if somebody is being picky. No, they just gave because they wanted to give. Like, I love this. This is awesome.
I got him
You deserve
millions
of these. I'm so
Lego
excited.
Spider-Man. I got him some more regular socks. I got him some hiking. So I got him a Spider-Man toothbrush. Spider-Man toothpaste.
He wins the best that I have
some
seen.
Mouthwash for
Almost
kids.
everything is
Got
Spider-Man.
him 3-in-1 body wash shampoo conditioner. I know for the remote control car, so I got him 2 packs of batteries. And yeah, I cannot forget wrapping paper. I got bluey wrapping paper and tape.
I love it.
So that is all that I got for.
I'm interested in Adam's story. So he has cerebral palsy and he's hard of hearing. Oh my gosh, Adam, you are a gem. You are a gem. You are what we need, a breath of fresh air in this world of encouragement and inspiration. You did another angel tree? He did 3 angel trees? What?
Hey everyone, I'm doing another angel tree.
Oh, that was part 2 of the angel tree.
Hey my beautiful friend, happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday if you're having taco period.
Taco
I'm gonna show you the outfit of the day I'm wearing to go to Phoenix with my fiance Robert go to Phoenix. Right, so I'm gonna show you.
That looks very comfy.
Pants, you guys love my bango pants. They are from Shein. yeah, hoodie from Beach Cup Incorporated.
It looks really comfy cozy, definitely. Oh, and he shows sign in ASL, teaching ASL. I definitely want to finish learning ASL. That's awesome.
Hey everyone, the sign of the day is annoying. So, annoying. Annoying. You are annoying. Hey everyone, the sign of the day is annoying. So, annoying. Annoying. You are annoying. Hey everyone.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna binge watch him later because I want to learn all the cool ways of telling people they're annoying me. But also, I feel like we need more sign in this world. We don't have enough people that know how to ASL. What is going on with this?
I just watched a video of a man and his wife going up to an angel tree and picking all of the tags that were left on the tree. There were 7 of them, I think. They were all teenagers and they were all electronics. And while it was so beautiful to see one person step up, it really made me think, why is this falling on to individual people? Why are regular families expected to fill the gap that billion-dollar industries, billion-dollar companies could fill in a day? Teen gifts and electronics and higher-priced items, they're always the ones that are still left on the tree. Not because these kids don't deserve them, but because normal people can't afford that. We shouldn't be relying on guilt or luck or one generous stranger.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
I have
girl,
an angel
you-
tree
that's not how
receiver.
the world works. We're gonna finish listening to her because she needs a
I
reality.
just watched a video of a
No.
man and his wife going up to an angel tree and picking all of the tags that were left on it. Could fill in a day.
Yes.
Teen gifts and electronics and higher-priced items, they're always the ones that are still left on the tree. Not because these kids don't deserve them, but because normal people can't afford that. We should be relying on the companies that profit from these items, that make such a profit. So here's my challenge. If you
Okay, like, do you realize though that these companies don't make a profit? They'll just go to another country, and there's millions of people in this world, and I don't understand. It's like I mean, I used to want to have that fairy tale unicorn, like, oh, all the $1 billion will pay for everything, but that just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. It falls on all of us to try to help and cover the gap for each other. That's just how it is. And that's why there's amazing people that do have enough money, and they will go around and they will get the kids that are on those darn trees, and they will do it. That's what we have to realize, because you're never going to get Elon Musk to pay for everything and everyone. It just will never happen. And people like him, they already are the only people that sponsor most charities, and they fill the gap all the time for most things. And people just don't realize that. I mean, her heart is probably sincere and pure, but girl, you got to get into the real world, because that's just not life. Just not life. Just not life.
If I see another fucking video of a person voluntarily getting an angel tree list off of a tree and complaining about it, eat a pile of fucking shit. If I see another fucking video.
Right? I know. I feel like that. I feel like you, lady. I feel like that. I get it.
What? What does no black dolls mean? Wow, well, not picking you.
That was a video from Kiss Tiff on TikTok, and she films herself going up to an angel tree, and on the ticket in the notes section, it says, blankets, no black dolls. And at that point, when Kiss Tiff sees the note, she says she will not be choosing that ticket, which of course is absolutely her right. I would rather someone not pick a ticket they don't want to shop for, so I'm glad she didn't pick it. But I do want to hear what people think about this. Like, say you went up to an angel tree and you saw that note, would you have reacted the same way? Or would you have reacted a different way? I do wonder if the child maybe put that note on the ticket because she wanted the doll to look like her. And
Yes, exactly. Because that's what little kids do. Do you remember American Dolls and stuff? I'm sure it has nothing to do with being prejudiced. What it actually has to do with a lot of times is that when you go to the stores, sometimes they sell out of the dolls that are trending in certain things, and there's a lot of dolls that'll be left over. And unfortunately, sometimes it is different ethnicities that are left over, and therefore the child may want to have a doll that resembles them because they want to hang out in one of those groups, like I remember in school where you had a doll that looked like you. Also, if you're a little white girl and you carry around a baby doll that doesn't look like you may be actually putting a target on your back to be getting bullied. You don't know. Or maybe she's a little girl that wants a white doll because she's trying to, I don't know, educate other people because maybe she doesn't want to match the skin tone of the doll. You don't know. You have no idea why it's there. We have no idea, right? We have no clue. Not a clue. Not a clue. I don't know. I felt like, was this real or was this AI? Feels like it was a very viral talking point. I'm not quite sure, but I could see all different reasons that wouldn't be a prejudice type of thing, personally, possibly.
People should not be grateful for their angel tree gifts because you got a Harry Potter book when you were 10 and you're dyslexic.
There are prejudice and there are right. I mean, it does exist. So who knows? Who really knows?
You were heartbroken when you were 10, living in a basement with your mom. So that's why they shouldn't be grateful. Did they know you were dyslexic? Probably not. I really thought this was a troll page. And I go to your page and you actually have content. If you're getting free shit, you should be thankful. Regardless, somebody thought about you. They were donated, meaning you got them for free. I mean, they got all these stipulations on the people who are actually spending their hard-earned money donating. They got to fulfill all these requirements. Then your requirement is you just got to be thankful. I truly don't understand some people. You're not thankful or grateful.
Well, I think a lot of it is because of the people that are going way too far, right? And then they're making it like it's the norm, right? I don't know. Not sure.
My angel tree gifts finally came in for my kids, and I'm so excited to open these with you guys, see what they got. A Barbie. I'm sure my daughter will love that. She's black. And a toy gun Nerf ripoff. And no iPad. That iPad is the only thing my 6-month-old wanted. The one thing. I just
It's a shitty parody, in my opinion.
Okay, I'm just going to reply to this comment real quick because you got the person the angel tree wants, by the way. Anyways, I got them all wrapping paper. This one is filled to the brim. 3 pairs of shoes, all kinds of makeup, socks, needs, what she asked for, jewelry, an entire stack of clothes, a beanie, markers, coloring books, perfume, hairbrush, other stuff, makeup wipes, makeup bag for the 11-year-old. And then the 8-year-old, I'm not done shopping for her yet. 2 pairs of shoes, an entire stack of clothes, a beanie, wrapping paper, coloring book, Barbie stuff, all kinds of makeup and nail stuff, nail set that she wanted, Barbies. I'm not done getting Barbie clothes. And then for the 2-year-old, I'm not done shopping for either, but I've got her a couple things. And then for the 6-year-old, I'm not done shopping for either, but she has an entire stack of clothes too. This Build-A-Bear that I dressed up with extra outfits.
Oh,
a winter coat, some clothes, 2 pairs of shoes, a hairbrush, and some doll stuff and markers and coloring books. But I still have to get her LOL dolls and a ghost tie. But point is,
I love how she projected.
I'm 16 and I'm doing all 4 of these. Still not done shopping. Got them what they wanted, plus all kinds of more stuff. So obviously, I'm doing more than you are. So
You go, girl.
Okay, I'm just going to reply to this comment real quick because you're not the person the angel tree wants, by the way.
Follow you. People are so rude. Oh, I can't even. We're going to be here all night if I don't wrap this up. I know it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm actually so very sorry, but not at the same time. If you saw that girl's Dollar General, not even Dollar General, because girl, they be expensive, but like Dollar Tree, Angel Tree haul, and you think that it's justified and okay, you're tacky. If you look at that haul and you think to yourself, that's fine, it's the thought that counts. No, it doesn't. The thought that counts does not apply to this scenario. More than likely, that child has probably had Dollar Tree Christmases before, and their guardians likely could have provided that. The entire point of Angel Tree is to go above and beyond for the child. And if you can't do that, then you should never be taking a tag off of the tree, because all you're doing is robbing that child from an experience that they deserve, that someone else could have picked that tag and done for them.
Yes.
And the concept that like they should just be grateful for what they have is ridiculous. Just because they're low income and less fortunate doesn't mean that they should be grateful to have your junk. And if your argument is, oh, well, I want to help, that's fine. There's so many other ways that you can help without doing an angel tree. You can pick a couple nice toys and donate that. You can donate your time. But if you're doing angel tree just to do it, then your heart is not in the right place. The standard being on the ground is so infuriating, and like that has to stop. Has to stop. I'm actually so very sorry, but not at the same time. If you saw that girl's
Right? Oh my gosh. Around my house. Oh no, not this woman. Oh my gosh.
This Brown University mass shooting incident is taking a lot of twists and turns.
Okay, that's strange. I don't know how.
This Brown University mass shooting incident is taking a lot of twists and turns. We are finding out that the person...
What was that? They're still messing with the couches. I know, it was very loud. So why is it going to that other video? That's so strange. Yeah, I think she's doing this just for rage content. A lot of people do that. See, she's doing rage content to try to get sales.
I'm thankful I get to do this angel tree using used things that I have from my own home to give to someone in need. This 7-year-old boy really wanted a Lego set, and my boyfriend collects them. He has a couple pieces missing from some of them. I don't really know which ones, but just a 7-year-old kid would appreciate that so much, so I'm going to pack some of those away to give those to him. He also wants hygiene products, and I could not
Is anybody else following the whole angel tree drama? Anybody? Because it's ridiculous. All these entitled individuals, oh, they didn't get the kids the right things, or the more expensive things, the things that I wanted, or that they should have gotten my kids. Oh, 16 of them. Or better yet, the individuals defending the angel tree parents versus being upset that they didn't get the things that they put on their list. What? What? Am I just getting old, or are people getting just way more entitled and thinking that if I had hair, I'd pull it out?
Yeah, no, a lot of it isn't true. That's like this person says, I wonder how much of it is true, or people just jumping on the bandwagon to get likes and views. A lot of it's rage content, and it comes across in everything.
I'm so
every genre.
Disappointed with humanity right now. I really am.
I feel you.
Maybe I'm just old.
I feel you. I know, and it's really hard to know what is real, what is just right. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it on up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all so very much. I'll be back. We'll be doing some chit chat with the true crime stuff. I'm gonna go see if everybody's done. Give the kids hugs and kisses good night because it's bedtime. Get something to snack on and eat, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about that not phone call, but it's like a panel that the missing teen Sebastian Rogers' mom did when I was in critical care unit. So I missed a lot of stuff. And so we're gonna come back tonight. We're gonna talk about true crime and all of that. And I really, really am interested to hearing from all of you. So whether you're watching on Momming It Up, on TikTok, on the other YouTube channels, I have 2 YouTube channels going. I appreciate you guys. I am trying to build the channels up, as you know. I'm trying to kind of figure out where I fit in and what's going to work and what's not going to work. So We'll be streaming twice a day, if possible, for the next 21 days. So if you have any suggestions, email me at 411ccn@gmail.com. Much love, everyone. I'll see y'all soon. And let me play the little Griftmas song as I see our way out of here for now. Let's see, where is it? Here's the Griftmas song.
It's a true crime Christmas where everyone's a sleuth. The suspect's in the eggnog, the alibi's the proof. Mom's got her podcast spinning tales of doom, but the cat ate the cookies in the other room. It's getting to look like Christmas live streams every night. They say be kind, rewind, oh but nah, not tonight. Mom and lost her marbles chasing ghosts online. But who needs sanity when the algorithm shines? Dad's in the basement with a chalkboard full of clues. Sister's got a notebook and she's quoting interviews. Grandma's knitting sweaters with conspiracies in thread, while Uncle Joe's convinced the reindeer faked their sled. It's getting to look like Christmas live streams every night. They say be kind, rewind, oh but nah, not tonight. Mommy lost her marbles chasing ghosts online. But who needs sanity when the algorithm shines? The tree's got tinsel, but the vibe's a crime scene. Who took the last candy cane forensic routine? The stockings are hung with the suspect's face. True crime Christmas, this family's misplaced. It's getting to look like Christmas live streams every night. They say be kind, rewind, oh but nah, not tonight. Mom and lost her marbles chasing ghosts online. But who needs sanity when the algorithm shines? It's a true crime Christmas where everyone's a sleuth. The suspect's in the eggnog, the alibi's the proof. Mom's got her podcast spinning tales of doom, but the cat ate the cookies in the other room. It's getting to look like Christmas live streams every night. They say be kind, rewind, oh but nah, not tonight. Mom and lost her marbles chasing ghosts online. But who needs sanity when the algorithm shines? Dad's in the basement with a chalkboard full of clues. Sister's got a notebook and she's quoting interviews. Grandma's knitting sweaters with conspiracies in thread, while Uncle Joe's convinced the reindeer faked their sled. It's getting to look like Christmas live streams every night. They say be kind, rewind, oh but nah, not tonight. Mom and lost her marbles chasing ghosts online. But who needs sanity when the algorithm shines? The tree's got tinsel, but the vibe's a crime scene. Who took the last candy cane forensic routine? The stockings are hung with the suspect's face. True crime Christmas, this family's misplaced. It's getting to look like Christmas live streams every night. They say be kind, rewind, oh but nah, not tonight. Mom